So I wanted to do like a quick video of most likely the cleanest bike I've ever bought. So this is a 2014 Yamaha YZ250f, completely rebuilt from the crank all the way to new pistons, valves and everything. New plastics, oversized gas tank, new sprockets and chain, very good tires, ODI grips, Mica bars, high rise, and yeah, really clean. New graphics, of course. Suspension redone fully, Boyzine water pump, and extremely clean. New bearings everywhere, new brakes. Yeah, so I haven't bought anything new ever, but this kind of like is the newest bike I could ever imagine because it's fully rebuilt from the bottom up. So big thanks to Rhodes MX Works. Okay, really awesome dude, love it. I'm gonna really enjoy it. It's got a Cherbis guards, Tusk Deflex hand guards, and yeah, absolutely love it. Can't wait to ride. All right, this is a 2014 Yamaha 250f, completely rebuilt, bottom end, top end by Rhodes MX Works. 0 hours on it since the rebuild, so new plastics, everything new clutch. It's got like the snappier map. I want to compare it against the 450, so that's my goal. And the suspension is set up, everything is nice, so let's see. First try, haven't ridden it. So the clutch, one thing I noticed right off the bat is the clutch engages very late, like right there. So my main goal is to compare it against my 450. One thing I noticed right away is the bike is a whole lot more lighter, and my 450 gets a whole lot more traction. So this bike is probably struggling a whole lot more than the 450 in these conditions. So that's something to keep in mind, you know, like a difference between these bikes. Front end is sliding more. On the 450, the front end is very planet, you know, extremely planet. And here, the bike tends to slide a lot more. I don't know if it has something to do with the bars, my positioning, or it's just like, you know, I am kind of struggling with the front end on this. I didn't have to worry about it at all in the 450. So yeah, definitely I'm struggling. One first gear. Basically this bike is maybe more twitchy, shorter wheelbase, and that shorter wheelbase might have something to do with it. I'm going to change the bar positioning. I'm going to move it forward. So we'll see. Yeah, it's weird. Okay. I don't want to overheat the engine going so slow. It's a brand new built motor, so I don't want to kill anything. But it just shows how much how good bike, much lighter than the 450. Okay, maybe not very happy in the snow. So let's start this baby up, because I could compare it directly, you know, and usually takes 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3. Heavier, you know what I mean? It doesn't feel that much heavier, whatever that's supposed to mean, you know. So let's try and ride and do the same thing that we tried to do with that 250. See what this baby likes to do. But one thing I can immediately notice, like without a doubt, the front end just digs. It just like digs. There's no like sideways motion. I'm not washing out or not washing out as much, you know. I'm going much faster, and for whatever reason, you know, I went through this. Gonna go through a different line. I don't want to be in the rut of the previous one, so I can make a direct comparison. I can go much faster on this bike. For whatever reason, the bike has so much more grip. So much more grip. And what that is, I can't answer. I don't know. I wish I knew. But it's massively different. Massively. This bike, oh, is it because it's got like that thump? Who knows? So I'm taking a line, not through the thing. Even if the bike, you know, slides, it's so easy. I could just like correct with my handlebar. Maybe that's what it is. It's not washing out. I could just like, you know, with the direction change of the handlebar, I'm able to correct the slide of the bike. So I'm not fighting it. Like I could just like do this a little bit, you know, and the rear end is probably sliding a little bit, but my front end is very planted. And when you have no traction, that's what you want. You want your front end. So right now I'm not worrying about the front end. The front end is just doing what you expect it to do, which is dig. I'm able to, like, you know, slide, do some. It's giving me enough confidence to open up the throttle. That 250 did not. I don't know why. You know, it's not visibly heavier. I'm able to lift this bike up and no problems at all. But for whatever reason, on this bike, I'm able to do like controlled slides. I'm able to slide the bike without worrying. Versus on the 250, it feels like the bike's gonna slide underneath me and I'm gonna fall. So I don't know if it is the weight on the front wheel. I wish I knew, because this has been like bothering me. Why is this bike so much better? Why? Like, yes, it will slide. It's snow, you know, it's supposed to slide, but it gives me so much confidence. Like, I could just move this handlebar and bring the bike under control. And I'm making this corner, I have my body position leaned outside like that, and giving it gas, no problem. So there is something about this bike that I want to know, and I'll keep updating that 250 until I get the same handlebar position and everything as this bike, because I really want to know what makes this bike so special. This 450, I've never had another bike in this stable perform the same way. So the WR, maybe it comes closest, the WR250f. So I don't know, there's something about this bike, this YZ450. I don't know if it is every YZ450, but this YZ450, the bike feels so neutral. I like to say the word neutral. That's a lighter bike, I could tell, you know. I could tell when I ride it side to side, it's a lighter bike. But when I lift it up, this bike's not heavy. So suck that. And yeah, when I lift it up, it's not that much heavier. Feels a little awkward because it's got this tank, so I can't get my hands all around. But it's a beautiful bike, fully rebuilt by Rhodes MX Works. Check them out. And yeah, very, very happy. A lot of compression. I could feel it when I kick it. It's got a lot more compression when I kick than the 450. So maybe 450 has 31 hours. This has 84, but it's a new motor, literally. So that's it. So again, I thought I might find the 250 to be exactly the same as the 450, but lighter. No, there's something about that bike. Maybe the wheelbase. It's got a shorter wheelbase, so 450 has a longer wheelbase. Maybe that. So we'll do the same rides when it's fully warm. We'll compare the 250, the 450, the Husaberg 450, and the Husqvarna 350, and the WR, all the 450s and the 350s and the 250s. We'll ride them back to back, and we'll see how it feels when there's not snow around. But when there is like tricky conditions, when you have no traction whatsoever, that's the bike you need. I think if you can tune that down, it'll go through anything. So I would say like a WR450 today, it's already tuned down. If you take all the excess weight off, it might be your ideal bike. So I don't know if I'll ever sell that bike now. I mean, I thought after I bought the 250, I might just, you know, I'll just keep this. But no, maybe I'll keep both. Yeah, so that's about the story today. Thanks.